Hello, y'all. Today is Sunday, February 20th, 2022 at 10:48 a.m. I finally woke up. I guess it was just before 10:30. But I try to go to bed around midnight or between midnight and 12:30. But you know, they had that whatever police incident outside. And I'm surprised I was able to get sleep last night. But I was so hung up and frustrated about the live stream last night that, I ended up not even eating dinner. So I only ate once yesterday. All I had was like just brunch, and I didn't even eat. I didn't even get to eat dinner. So I did delete my TikTok. I guess TikTok ain't for people like me. You know, it seems like TikTok is faker than YouTube with all the popular fake people just whoring for attention, likes, views, and whatever else. Um, just doing dumb stuff that's meaningless, and people spend hours watching all these mindless videos. And then I realized I slowly but surely started to try to, you know, I ended up, now that I'm trying to do a video, another purpose trying to call. Um, so it's like I started, I ended up slowly but surely realizing that I started to slowly but surely becoming something that I'm not, and I realized it seemed like as if it's very influencing and mind controlling. So I'm glad I deleted my TikTok, but I said my reason for trying to go on there was hoping that I can get some more support or for my short stories and and stuff like that. But um there's very few educational or life benefiting videos on there. It's very rare to find some nuggets of, stuff that's truth or helpful. All it is like these young teenagers getting millions of views and becoming famous for just twerking on camera. So, anyway, I'm surprised that as angry as I was, I'm surprised that I slept good last night. And a lot of my dreams, different dreams that I had, I don't even remember. But, so, I'm just, I don't know. I guess I'll continue to write my short stories, but, I did delete my TikTok. And one thing, I woke up this morning to like over 50 people in my 50 comments in my Twitter mentions, and people who profess to be targeted individuals talking about that God committing bestial rape of the soul, and then talking about how he would rape Jesus in the throat and stuff. Or whatever. And it's like, whoa, like y'all say y'all targeted and y'all talking like this, you know. So I mean, it's bizarre. Like some of these professed targets, they're new, like they promote New Age and Satanism, and also Jesus at the same time. Like, pick a side. Whose side are y'all on? So, it's like, I know I'm not perfect, or I know that I'm try my best to not sin, but these people. I mean, it's like that's the Twitter thread that I did, promoting my short stories, and then nobody wanted to read my short stories, but then they hijacked my thread, and they just been going on for a couple of weeks, back and forth, with this same conversation, and that you and my, I mean, you hijack my thread, or the what I started, and then you're still in my mentions, and some of them constantly in my Twitter mentions, and not even following me. So why are you tweeting at me, or mentioning me, or tagging me in your tweets? And you're talking. I mean, you're one of the people I'm the one who started it, but you didn't even care to click on the link to read my short stories. That short fiction stories. That's just a very brief short story. Of an illustration or depiction of targeted individuals, and a typical scenario of targeted individuals and gang stalking. Like, y'all didn't even care about that. But some other professed targeted individuals, they'll write poems, they draw, some of them sing songs or rap, and stuff like that, But all I know how to do is my short stories, and I'm not even the best at that. So the ones who did support, thanks. Um, thanks for supporting me, even though it wasn't that many. But I mean, I was hoping yesterday that that I can promote and read out my short stories, and you know, I was disappointed because things didn't turn out the way that I expected, or the way I wanted it to. Like, I guess I looked back and it was like maybe 3 supporters, and everybody else was perps. And as I said, people act up. I mean, I didn't even get really much any feedback. People were there listening, but they acted like as if they were bored and uninterested, and then started getting frustrated at me when the perps were harassing me and stuff. When they started harassing me. So, it wasn't my fault that they did that. But what you're gonna say? Don't do no live streams no more, or you should never do live streams anymore. So I looked up what that person called me, whoever that perp was, with an Albuquerque, New Mexico 575 area code, and then somebody called me from. Alex called me from Chicago area code. I know he ain't in no Chicago, so they must be using some kind of computer phones or alternative untraceable phone numbers. But I screenshot their text harassment and stuff like that, like as if I deserve harassment as punishment, like as if I deserve some severe and intense harassment as punishment for doing a YouTube live stream. And I was just reading my short stories. It wasn't like I was exposing physical, like, reality. It was just fiction. So, I would have thought that I would have gotten more engaging feedback, or people can tell me what they thought. Excuse me. But it seems like as if they just left me to look like a fool, and look, I mean, look like a fool in my own live stream. People acting like as if they were uninterested and bored. So, I don't know. I was frustrated. It took a little bit over an hour, and I was just reading the short stories out loud. But they always got somebody who try to dictate your life or try to tell you how to run your channel and try to tell you what to do, and they don't even have any videos up. So I mean, people these days, they're not even trying to help you. They're only about trying to help themselves, and they want to make themselves feel better. So like somebody with a controlling narcissistic personality, if they want to try to tell you what to do to make themselves feel more comfortable or satisfied about what you're doing, and then they try to tell you, oh, this is to help you, or this is like, how can you say, oh, this is to help you? You don't care about me. That's how I know about you're more about control rather than helping. Because if you really want to help, then you would actually care rather than just acting like you're annoyed, frustrated, and disgusted with me. So um so and I was hoping that it would have been more engaging and more fun, and everybody was just like silent and quiet, but some, like, at least 8 people stayed the entire time and didn't leave. But I saw a few people peeping in and out and stuff. And um I was hoping that I could have promoted my Ko-fi and my blog, and that if I could have gotten a little bit extra donations and stuff like that, to help me towards another week to get to stay here until or unless I can succeed at getting another job opportunity. But when I mean, that person called me a dumpster fire, and whoever that perp was that called me a dumpster fire, I look up dumpster fire, and they made it like, I mean, the definition of dumpster fire is like basically just, they were trying to, different websites were saying just irresponsible or not care, like as if you say in my YouTube live stream, well, you said that I am a dumpster fire, but of course, my live stream is gonna be a failure if y'all, and it's not my fault that y'all perps deliberately interrupted and then started making lies saying that don't listen to her, she's a scammer, she's a fraud, she's a liar, and stuff like that. But I didn't even say in the live stream, well, I'm hoping to get some donations. I didn't even say that. But I mean, a few people acting like as if they couldn't wait to hear, um, like it, like as if they couldn't wait to hear, you know. So, but then there was no feedback, um, except one person just trying to hijack and try to control my live stream, and you ain't got no videos of yourself, you know. So, I mean, on all these online control freaks trying to tell you what to do and trying to dictate your life, and they don't live in your life every day. I mean, if you want to be helpful or suggest, then say it that way rather than, saying it in a very demanding and commanding tone, like as if I'm dumb and lack common sense. So I had to block a nice bit of people on YouTube and Twitter yesterday and today. And they had this perp come on named Worship Audit that came on one of my videos last night and said, "Why did you expose me?" And I said, what are you talking about? You weren't even in my live stream. What were you talking about? And then um, he mentioned something about, well, I'm a demon. And he said, I'm a demon. And so don't expose me anymore because I'm a demon or whatever. Excuse me, whatever he said. And so I look back at some of the wow, the perps are causing me hiccups to try to make me shut up. I think they probably hit me with directed energy weapons. This is not normal to end up having hiccups every day. And then it's only when I'm doing a video. So the perps hit me with directed energy weapons, hoping that I would shut up. So so I'm so I'm you know sorry, fighting out unwanted intrusive thoughts and didn't even realize that my mind wandered off. But so so I'm just oh yeah, I was trying to say that worship audit perk um talk that lingo like a sincere Christian. Like maybe last year or the year before did like made a comment talking like a supportive Christian. And now that person is like, what is going on with everybody? It's like everybody's either people who say that they would never sell out or that they would never turn a perp. It's like you say it after you already sold out and after you've been a perp. But so I mean, people, it's like everybody's turning satanic. Everybody's turning into a perp. Like everybody is turning into a perp, and everybody is coming out. Like, how can you tell me you better keep your focus on Jesus? How can you tell me that one day, and then the very next day, you doing this, or you saying hail Satan? I don't understand. I do not understand. I just don't get it. You know? And then you make me feel bad. Oh, that's because you ain't been praying. Or that's because you ain't reading the Bible. And then you turn around and do or say something satanic or perp me. Or defend and agree with the perp saying that they're right and I'm wrong in a certain crisis or argument or altercation or something like that. So, I mean, I'm glad there's a few people who, appreciate my short stories. And I'll just do it for my pleasure. And if people like it, then fine. But, I'm much happier when I don't kiss ass and people please. I'm much happier and feel more freedom that way. To do things my way in the way that makes me happy. Fuck if anybody else likes it. And, I know I shouldn't curse. I shouldn't have cursed. But to hell with anybody else don't like it. People hate everything I do. People hate whatever hates me. Whatever makes me happy, they hate it. So, they disapprove of my every move. And, it's like the perps want to try to beat me into submission. It's like as if they want to try to drag me into Satanism. But then they act like they think that they can compete and think that they can be a holier or a better Christian than me. You know, so, well, for the moment, I don't have all that much else to say, but I know I have to this week. I know I have to try to go, at least try to go pick up mail, hoping that my tax returns will be there. And and then after that I will have no more money. I might barely have enough money to even go to where I need to go to get my tax returns. And I'm just praying for no blank trips. I mean, but these satanic perps, they don't care. You know. And so sometimes me not having a permanent address, they'll they'll send certain mail to the waterfront mission because that's the address on my driver's license, and I was getting mail there at first, but they turn out to be abusive, narcissistic perps that play all kinds of games. And they say they love the Lord, but they act like a satanic cult. Waterfront mission. So unless I get a permanent place, I'm stuck with getting mail there. Or certain mail I can only get there. I can't get everything sent to the general delivery. And me being homeless, I can't get a P.O. box like I used to be able to. I used to be able to get a P.O. box being homeless in Los Angeles and in Greenville, South Carolina. But in New Orleans and here in Pensacola, me being homeless, I can't get a P.O. box. Otherwise, that could have nipped everything in the bud and just settle everything, and I can just get safely and peacefully get all my mail there. But that's the trouble I'm dealing with right now. And when you rent a room out of somebody's house, in which they always turn out to be a scam perp with a bed bug infested house, and they rob you out your $400, can't do that no more. And they front like they're a Christian while wearing red and purple and lying to you and deceiving you and everything like that. And then you expose the truth about them on Craigslist, and then they get your post flagged for speaking the truth about them. But other people, they do it all the time, warn about scammers. But then when I warned somebody about what that lady did to me last year when I got my stimulus check, she professed to be Christian and was wearing red, throwing up those signs, perping me. She lied about the bed bugs, and kept some of my money. And then when I went to try to make a warning about her on Craigslist, she got my account flagged. I mean, she got my post flagged. So, you know, I mean, when you like each and every time, if I try to rent a room, if, they end up scamming me and keeping all my, acting like they think they have the narcissistic fake authority to keep all my money, and then have me, and then the room end up being like sometimes end up being bed bug infested, and then I walk off having a emotional meltdown, crying because my money been robbed. So if I go tomorrow to pick up my mail, then I'll end up being like zap penny broke. And then, Alex Dupree is rubbing his hands together, hoping and waiting around for me to be back on the street so he can continue the harassment. And then people revert the online perps. They know damn well that he's the one who's handling them. And and so then they will reverse it and lie and say Candy's the one who's harassing an innocent man, or Candy's harassing Alex, when it's the other way around. So and he cleverly waits until my phone data is too full or my battery is too low, and that's when he's there to harass, stalk, and follow. And people don't care about this happening to a black, single, disabled female. People's hearts are, yeah, they have their ice box where their heart used to be. Love of many wax cold. So, yeah, they really think that's funny to see a black woman suffer. And, I'm not what people have say about me. And then people want to say, don't worry about what they say. But here I'm suffering and on the verge of dying because of people's false opinions about me. So, it's really scary that people don't care about your downfall or your suffering, and that's what they want out of you. And they don't care if you're a woman. And, so, you know, I'm trying to not give up. And so, I guess I'm done for now, and I don't have much else to say for now. And I'll see y'all next time.